Welcome back to the Ancestral Findings podcast. If you had to choose one record set to build a family history, the United States Census would be it. No other source tracks families so consistently over time. Taken every 10 years, the census creates a timeline that allows you to follow individuals, households, and entire communities across generations. For many researchers, the census is where real progress begins. At first glance, a census record may look straightforward, a list of names, ages, and locations. But once you understand how to read it closely, it becomes one of the most powerful tools in genealogy. Start with what the census is designed to do. Each census counts the population at a specific point in time. The information recorded depends on the year, and those details change from decade to decade. Learning what each census includes will help you know what to look for and how to use it. The earlier censuses, from 1790 through 1840, list only the head of household by name. Other household members are grouped by age and gender. These records require interpretation because you are working with categories rather than full names. Even so, they can still place a family in a specific location and suggest the household structure. Beginning in 1850, the census underwent significant changes. Every member of the household was listed by name. This shift opens the door to much more precise research. You can now track individuals from one census to the next, watching them age, marry, move, and build families of their own. Each decade adds new layers of information. The 1880 census includes relationships to the head of household. The 1900 census provides birth, month, and year, along with the number of years a couple has been married. Later censuses include immigration status, occupation, and home ownership. Knowing these details helps you extract more than just names from the record. When you begin searching for an ancestor, start with the most recent census in which they would appear and work backward. This approach keeps your timeline consistent and helps you confirm that you are following the correct person. For example, if you know your grandfather lived in Ohio in 1940, begin there. Find him in that census. Note his age, occupation, and household members. Then move to 1930 and look for a matching individual. The age should align within a reasonable range. Family members should be similar. Location may change, but it should make sense based on what you know. This process creates a chain of evidence across decades. Names in census records are not always recorded accurately. Spelling variations are common. Accents, handwriting, and simple mistakes all play a role. Because of this, it is important to search broadly. Try different spellings. Use only a first name with a location. Search by age range instead of an exact year. These adjustments often reveal records that would otherwise be missed. Another effective strategy is to search with other household members. If your ancestor's name is difficult to find, try locating a spouse or child instead. Once you find the household, you can confirm the rest of the family. Do not stop at the name that brought you to the record. Look at the entire page. Census records were recorded in sequence, household by household. The people listed before and after your ancestor are often neighbors, relatives, or individuals connected through work or community. This is where cluster research begins to take shape. Neighbors can provide important clues. Families often move together, married within the same communities, and appeared near each other in multiple records. If you see the same surnames appearing nearby in different census years, take note of them. These patterns can help confirm identities and reveal relationships that are not directly stated. Census records also help you track movement. A family may appear in one county in 1880, then in another county in the same state by 1900. This change raises questions. Why did they move? When did it happen? Did other families from the same area move as well? By following these shifts, you begin to understand not just where your ancestors were, but how their lives changed over time. Pay attention to occupations. A listed occupation can distinguish between individuals with the same name. It can also point you toward other records. A farmer may appear in land records. A railroad worker may show up in employment records tied to that industry. It is also important to recognize the limitations of census records. Ages are not always accurate. Birthplaces may change from one census to another. Relationships may be implied rather than clearly stated in earlier records. Because of this, Treat the census as a guide rather than a final answer. Use it to build a framework, then confirm details with other records such as vital records, land deeds, and probate files. One common challenge is the missing census entry. You may expect to find an ancestor for a certain year only to come up empty. This does not mean the person is absent. It may mean the record was indexed incorrectly, the name was spelled differently, or the household was recorded in an unexpected way. In these cases, widen your search. Look at nearby counties. Search for other family members. Browse census pages manually if needed. This approach takes more time, but it often produces results when standard searches fail. Another situation to consider is the presence of multiple individuals with the same name in the same area. This is especially common with widely used names. In these cases, build a profile for each person. Track their households, occupations, and family members across multiple census years. Over time, the differences become clearer, allowing you to separate one individual from another. As you work with census records, keep detailed notes. Record the year, location, page number, and any identifying information. This allows you to return to the record later and review it in context. Saving an image of the original record is also important. Transcriptions are helpful, but they may contain errors. The original image lets you verify the details yourself. Census research is not just about finding a name on a page, it is about building a timeline, understanding relationships, and identifying patterns that connect one generation to the next. When used carefully, census records provide a framework that supports every other part of your research. They help you confirm identities, track movement, and place your ancestors within the context of their communities. This is why the census remains the backbone of American genealogy. Here's a great research tip. When searching census records, try multiple spelling variations of a surname. Many records were written phonetically, which can affect how names appear. Here's a common mistake to avoid: ignoring the rest of the household. Focusing only on your direct ancestor can cause you to miss important clues. Always review every person listed in the household and note their relationships. Here's a quick research checklist. Did I search using multiple name variations? Did I confirm the age across different census years? Did I review the entire household? Did I check nearby families on the same page? Did I save the original record image? And try this the next time. Locate one ancestor in 2 different census years. Compare the details and note any differences in age, location, or household members. If you've got a hard-to-find ancestor you're stuck on, I'd love to hear about it. Just head over to ancestralfindings.com and click on Contact to send me a message. While you're there, take advantage of our free weekly genealogy lookups, explore thousands of articles, and enjoy hundreds of podcast episodes. We've been helping family history researchers since 1995. And if you're looking for even more, check out our Genealogy Gold Q&A series over on Patreon. Thanks for listening. And as always, happy searching.